Okay, here we are. Welcome back to the final piece of the product dashboard that we're making. Again, I'm Burton Hirschman. So let's get right into it. So let's go ahead and create a new dashboard by clicking on the new dashboard button down here. We've got our 4 quadrants and plus button. Once you open that, let's rename it right away. Let's just rename it to product. Stay in the theme. Okay, now dashboards are both the easiest part and the most complicated part of Tableau. They're most complicated because this is where you want to get all of your information together to show to your manager in a nice, concise, and clear format and a clear way for them to understand what's going on. But they're also the most complicated. They're also the easiest because you can just throw them together because we've already done all the hard work over by making our product view and our product details pages. So let's go back to our dashboard. So let's just make it. Let's start by taking a horizontal object and dropping it in the sheet over here. Over here on the left, we have our dashboards, and let's take our product view and drop it in. And right away, we can show our different filters by right-clicking over here and showing our filters. And we can, if they don't populate for some reason, if we didn't show our filters over on the product view page by right-clicking and showing our filter, we can go into our product, click the drop-down for more options after we select our product view, and we can go to filters and find the one that we want. So let's just say we want region. We can have our region show up. And I want this to appear on top of the sales legend. So I'm just going to drag it up. Oops. Maybe I can take region and drag it down. Okay. So now, we can select and sort by region by selecting and unselecting, and it'll just find that information and display it in these cells for us. If I click all, it'll get the sum of all those regions, right, and put them in the cell for us to see. If we want to change the region filter, we can do that by going over to more options. And if I want it to be a single value list instead of the multiple value list, I can click single value list, which is my favorite for this type. We can just go ahead and now we have radio buttons that'll show it for us. Just going to experiment with something. We can change the entirety of this view here. Right now we have to scroll left and right to see everything. We're cutting out December. So if we go over to if we click our product view, then we go over to our fit over here at the top, we may be able to fit the width. And now we can see all the data in one pane. Let's go ahead and take product details and drag it to the bottom. I'm going to take product details and drag it to the very bottom so it takes up half of the page here. I'll let go. And now we have each of our product details that we made earlier. We still have all of our lines, our reference line, and we can easily see what was profitable, what isn't, based on its color. A lot of information being given here. We also have the same problem on this one. If we, as you can see, we have our furniture, our office supplies, but we can't really see technology. So we can make sure we have our product details viz highlighted and go over to the top for our fit. And let's change it to, we can either do entire view or fit height. Let's try fit height so we don't have to scroll left and right. And now we have everything, our furniture, our office supplies, and technology, all working, all being displayed. The last thing I want to do is I want to be able to use, there's really two more things. I want to be able to use this as a filter by clicking on either a single cell or a month and being able to see what the product sales and product profit was for each of those products. So I can do that by making an action. So I can go over to dashboard to get the actions. I can also do Control-Shift-D to get the actions as well. Control-Shift-D on my keyboard, and it'll pop up actions. Here we can add our action. Add, let's make a filter. And let's just leave it as filter 1. We'll know what we're talking about. And we want it so that when we select any of the cells or any of the months in either the product view or the product details, it will filter the results on the other viz. So our source sheet can be both of them. That's fine. And we want it so when we select on that data viz, we can see on that viz, we can see what happens on the other one. So let's leave it on run action when we select. Then when we clear the action, we want that to show all the values. So let's go ahead and click show all values, click OK, and it should pop up right there as our filter. Click OK, and let's see how it works. Nice. And now if we want to only see the product sales of October, we can see it. If we want to see 2019 furniture, we can see it, and so on. Press escape to get out of that. It should also work the opposite way, where we can click on, say, this plastic comb binding machine, and we can see what the sales were broken down by month and by year. We can see it's an office supplies and what years it was sold. It actually wasn't sold in that many years. Press escape to get out of that. That's about it. If it comes up and you have extra filters here on the right-hand side, we can, I'll show you what to do. If it shows up with, the month of order date or something filter over here on the right-hand side, we can go ahead and get rid of it by clicking on that filter, clicking the drop-down, and we can delete the filter here, or we could press the X button over at the top. And we've got our filters all taken care of and gone. Feel free to edit whatever you want on this page. Like right now, I know that this is a segment. If I want, I can right click it and hide the field label for that column. You do the same if I don't like the categories and subcategories. I can hide the field. Order date, I already know this is a month, so I can go ahead and right click it and hide that. And it leaves more space if I want to add more information down here, or if I want to fit to the entire view so we can see all the data or put different titles in or anything like that. So that's about it for this this dashboard. I hope it was helpful, and thanks.